BCBA and Regional Director for Butterfly Effects San Diego. I'm really excited to talk to you today about potty training your child. So, we're all stuck at home with our kids, they're out of school with no place to go. This might be a really awesome time to work on potty training your child. So, how do you know if your child is ready? Well, I always like to point in the direction of those early readiness signs. When your child is soiling their diaper or pull-up or wetting it, are they showing any signs of discomfort? Are they asking to be changed? Are they perhaps asking to use the potty? Are they even perhaps pushing and fighting when you're changing them? Those are chances to say, wow, it might be a good time to start potty training. Now, I always like to say with children, the earlier the better to work on potty training. Of course, potty training a 3, 4, 5-year-old can be significantly easier than potty training an older child, let's say a 7, 8, 9-year-old. But as a BCBA, I have helped to successfully potty train children of a variety of ages, so it can totally be done. So, what do you do? So let's say you've identified, okay, my child is showing these early readiness signs. Well, great. Let's work on potty training together. The best thing we like to do is break the response between toileting behavior and the diaper and the pull-up. So here on one side, you have urination and a bowel movement. And up for that whole child's life, they've associated that urination and that bowel movement with the diaper or the pull-up, and those things are linked. And what we want to do is break that cycle and teach them a different response for going to the bathroom or having a successful void in the toilet. And so we want to take away that diaper, and then therefore they learn the best way and the most successful way to have a urination or a bowel movement is in the toilet. However, that doesn't happen overnight. So bear with me. So what we want to do is we want to make the toilet a really exciting place for that child. We want to bring their favorite things into the bathroom. Essentially, their most exciting things are now going to be found in the bathroom. It's amazing. And so what we do is we have the child eat a lot of salty foods. French fries, pretzels, chips, so on and so forth. Now, the reason for this is that you're going to be creating a situation where they're going to be thirsty. So they're eating a lot of salty foods, then they start drinking a lot of liquids, liquid after liquid. And remember what I said, they're not wearing their diaper, but they're in the bathroom. So they're seated on the toilet, eating salty foods, drinking those liquids, and playing with their favorite items. Blowing bubbles is always great, singing songs, reading books, whatever your child likes, bring it into the bathroom. So they're continuing eating the salty foods, drinking the liquids, and they're seated on the toilet. Now, please note, within kind of this potty training, what I like to call party, while they're in the bathroom, it's a cause for celebration. They're in the bathroom, it's exciting, but I always want to say on top of the adult toilet to kind of add one of those potty seats, but make sure if your child is seated on one of those seats, they've got a stool at the bottom for their legs. Always a fun tip. So while they're sitting on the bathroom, you're singing songs, you're playing bubbles, you're keeping them happy, they're eating their salty foods, they're drinking their liquids. Eventually, they're going to have a successful void. And when this happens, that is a phenomenal time to celebrate. They can go off of the bathroom, and then you want to isolate a reinforcer, a food item for them to get only when they go to the bathroom. So they learn every single time I go to the bathroom, I get these mini M&Ms, this Oreo, whatever. I always like to say edibles because they can easily be consumed. So then you basically repeat this process until the child has as many exposures to the toilet as possible, taking them every 15 to 30 minutes until you catch as many times again where they're pairing urination and a bowel movement with the toilet. You want to have them seated on the bathroom for as long as possible, but this varies child to child, so use your best judgment. Finally, when your child does have an accident, that's okay, and that's going to happen. you want to basically have them change, into clean clothes, but you want them to assist with this process as much as possible. They need to learn that this is work, this is hard, and when they wet themselves, they can assist with the process as much as possible to make it so that it's not so fun for them. And you definitely want to minimize attention, but focus more on getting them as many exposures to the bathroom. They can sit on for 5 to 10 minutes, continue this, and feel free to consult with your BCBA, regional director, professional of any kind. You're not alone in this, and we're here to work with you. Potty training, it can be fun and can definitely work out for the best. Kids can be really, really successful. I also wanted to note 2 quick things before I wrap up. 1, children will typically urinate much earlier before having a bowel movement on the toilet. That's okay. That will happen later. Secondly, don't expect right away for your child to sleep through the night with a urine-free or dry diaper or dry underwear. That will always happen after. So, night times, car trips, things like that, those are okay times to use the diaper, and you'll fade those things later. No big deal. Anyway, any other kind of tips for the trade? I always like to recommend a book called Toilet Training in a Day by Fox and Azrin, a phenomenal resource for your fun reading. Anyway, thank you everybody. Again, this is Jana Goldberg, BCBA and Regional Director for Butterfly Effects San Diego, talking to you this evening about potty training for your child. Stay safe and healthy, everyone.